Hello dear students of class 10th, welcome to geography class. I hope all of you are fit and healthy. Students, in this video, I shall be continuing with the 6th chapter from your geography book, that is manufacturing industries. Students, in the previous video, I was explaining you about jute textile industry. I have basically covered that part, and in this video I shall be explaining you about the challenges faced by jute textile industry. Students, in the previous video I told you that India is the largest producer of jute and is the second largest exporter of jute after Bangladesh. This point I told you. Then I also explained you the reasons why most of the jute mills in our country is situated in West Bengal near river Hooghly. I gave you number of reasons why the mills are situated in West Bengal. So now students, let me come to the challenges that are faced by the jute industry, the jute textile industry. So let's start with the first challenge. So the first challenge is stiff competition by synthetic substitutes. See, if I talk about jute and if I talk about certain other substitutes, for example nylon, alright, then if I compare both of them, then which is more durable? Nylon is more durable. If I talk about the cost, then definitely nylon is cheap as compared to jute. So as a result of which, jute industry is facing a lot of competition from other synthetic fibers, as a result of which the market of jute textile industry is going down. It is reducing, it is declining. So this is one point. Second is competition from international markets, for example Bangladesh, Brazil, Philippines, Egypt, Thailand. From these countries also we are facing a tough competition. As I told you that Bangladesh is the largest exporter of jute and India is the second largest exporter. So from those countries also we are facing a stiff challenge, a tough challenge. So this is also reducing the industry, it is reducing the economy of jute in our country. Now if I talk about the other substitutes, students, then definitely the cost of jute is high when compared to some other synthetic alternatives. Now let me explain you this with the help of an example. Suppose you have two shirts. You have gone to a shop in order to buy a shirt, and shopkeeper is showing you two shirts. First shirt is of red color and the second shirt is of yellow color. The red color shirt is a nylon shirt or any other synthetic fiber. The fabric is I'm saying again, I'm giving another example. Once again I'm giving the example. Now students, let me explain you this with the help of an example. Alright, suppose you went to a shop in order to buy a shirt. There the shopkeeper shows you two shirts. First is of red color and the second is of yellow color. The red color is not of jute, it is of some other synthetic fiber, but quality is very good, it is cheap, it is durable. Now let me come to the second shirt, that is made up of jute. It is expensive as compared to the red shirt, and also it is not so durable when compared to the red one. So which one will you prefer? Definitely you will prefer the red one, because the cost of the red shirt is less as compared to the jute one, alright, when it comes to fiber. So definitely when the customers are getting good products at cheap rates, definitely they will opt other fibers, So as a result of which the market of jute textile industry is going down, it is declining. So students, as a result of which definitely the market of jute products, for example it may be artifacts, it may be threads or anything, the products that are made up of jute, the market is going down, it is declining. So what can be done because the farmers are facing loss, they are not at all getting profit. So what can be done? See, the government has to see everybody. The government has to see the every the the government has to look into every matter. The government has to see whether everybody is profitable or not. If someone is incurring loss in some business, in some sector, then the government has to take steps. Then the government has to intrude. It has to come and then take steps so that the economy can increase, the economy of that sector, of that product can increase. So if I talk about jute also, students, then in this case also the government took steps. The several policies were launched in order to increase the market of jute. For example, National Jute Policy. This policy was adopted by the government. Now what is there in National Jute Policy? In this, see, this was basically done to increase the internal demand for jute. Internal demand means demand for jute in our own country, domestic demand. So in order to increase the domestic demand, this policy was launched, and under this the government made it mandatory to use jute packaging. That means in order to pack the products, jute has to be used. So this was the policy of the government, so that the farmers, the people who are engaged in this profession, they could get some profit. So this step was taken by the government, and basically the objective was to increase the productivity or increase the cultivation of jute and ensure good prices to the jute farmers. So this was the main objective of this policy. And students, since jute is environment friendly and biodegradable, so it has once again opened up markets and opportunities for jute producers. So I hope all the points related to jute textile industry is clear to everybody. Now students, let's move to the next industry, that is the last industry for agro based, that means related to agriculture. So the last one is sugar industry. After sugar industry, we will be moving to the mineral based industries. So when it comes to sugar, how do we get sugar? From where do we obtain sugar? Let me tell you, and actually you already know this, we get sugar from sugarcane. Sugarcane is further processed and then it is processed in mills, and then we get sugar from sugarcane. Students, let me tell you that India is the second largest producer of sugar and is the largest producer of gur and khandsari. Gur means jaggery and khandsari means mishri. It is often used in religious purposes, if I talk about the Hindu mythology. So this is khandsari or mishri, that is of white color. It is small and of white color, as you can see here. This is called khandsari. All right. So India is the second largest producer of sugar and is the largest producer of gur and khandsari. Now students, if I talk about the raw material that is used in order to make sugar, what is the raw material? The raw material is sugarcane, and sugarcane that means the raw material that is used, it is very bulky. That means it is used in huge quantities and it has to be transported. And during the process of transportation or haulage means transportation, the sucrose content is reduced. Now what will happen if the sucrose content will reduce? Now before that, let me tell you that what is this sucrose content. Sucrose is a content in sugarcane that helps in maintaining the sweetness of sugarcane. Why sugarcane is sweet? Because of this sucrose content. And when this is transported, when sugarcane is transported or when it is kept for very long, when it is not processed and just kept for very long, very long, the sucrose content which is there in sugarcane that gets reduced. And if the sucrose content will reduce, then what will happen? Efficiency cannot be obtained. Alright, so that is why most of the sugar industries, the sugar mills, they are situated near the sugarcane. They are situated near the sugarcane producing areas. So you will generally find sugarcane mills or sugar mills beside or very near to the sugarcane farm. So this is the reason, so that the sucrose content is not reduced. Students, sugar industries are seasonal in nature. Means sugar industries operate during the harvesting time. Whenever sugar cane is harvested, then only these sugar industries operate, or their sugar cane is processed. Students, I hope you remember that sugar cane is a kharif crop. I already explained you in the 4th chapter, agriculture. Sugar cane is a kharif crop, and since sugar cane or sugar industries, they are seasonal in nature, so they are ideally suited to cooperative industry. Now, what do you understand by cooperative industry? I already explained you when I was explaining you the classification of industries. Cooperative industries means where the producer and supplier are the same. For example, I have a sugarcane field. Okay, I am producing sugarcane, and after harvesting sugarcane, I have my own mill, and in that mill, sugarcane can be processed and sugar can be formed or can be generated, and then I will supply that sugar in the market. That means the producer as well as the supplier is the same person. So that refers to cooperative industry. So basically, sugar industries are cooperative industries. And you know, students, there has been an increase in the number of mills in our country, especially in the western and southern part of the country. Why? Because of the favorable conditions. Conditions are favorable in order to grow sugarcane. So there has been an increase in the number of sugar mills in our country. Now students, let me explain you the challenges that are faced by the sugar industry. So there are number of challenges that are faced by the sugar industry. So the first challenge is seasonal nature of industry. Sugar industry is seasonal in nature. Sugar is produced when it is harvested. That means if any industry, if any work is seasonal in nature, then who will have to suffer? The people who are employed in that industry, they will have to suffer. For the rest of the time, they will be left unemployed. So this is one disadvantage or the challenge that sugar industry or the people who are engaged or employed in the sugar industry, they have to face. This is a very important challenge. Next point is old and efficient methods of production. Even today, the machineries that are used in order to produce sugar, they are not as efficient as they should be. They are outdated, as a result of which the production is reduced, the quality is reduced. So if we up to date our machinery, if we bring new technology, then production will be enhanced. We will be able to produce more and get better. Definitely we are the second largest producer of sugar, but still we can produce more if we have better technology, if we have better machines, better tools. So this is also one challenge that the industry is facing, that is inefficient and old technology. Now the third challenge that the sugar industry is facing is transportation delay. This is very important challenge. See, if the transportation will be delayed, then what will happen? Productivity will be reduced. Now, how productivity will be reduced? If transportation will be delayed, then the sucrose content that is present in sugarcane, that will reduce. If the sucrose content will reduce, then the output will also be reduced, because sucrose content is the content because of which there is sweetness in sugarcane. So, if the sweetness of sugarcane will be reduced, then definitely the output or the result will be reduced, it will be limited, means full potential will not be there. So, this is one important demerit or the challenge that the sugar industry is facing, transportation delay. Then the next challenge is maximize the use of baggage. Now, what is the meaning of baggage? Baggage means the pulp that is wasted when the sugarcane juice is taken out, when juice is extracted from sugarcane. Then you must have seen the pulp. See this one, as you can see here. So, we can also use this pulp. This pulp can also be used. It can be used as organic manure in order to increase productivity. So, since this pulp is wasted, this baggage is wasted, so we can use this baggage also and make use of it. Means every bit can be used, every bit can be utilized if we want development. So, this should also be used in order to make organic manures for the farms, in order to increase, in order to enhance the efficiency and productivity. So, this is also a challenge, because we are not able to do so, because in order to use this for manure purpose, we need machines, we need tools, up to date machines have to be used. So, we do not have that, we have outdated technology, we are using outdated technology, as a result of which this baggage is wasted. So, we should not waste this, we should make use of this also. Alright. So, these are the challenges that are faced by the sugar industry. I hope all the points related to sugar industry is clear to everybody who is watching this video. So, students, we have finished all the industries related to agriculture, that means the agro based industries are done, and in the next video I will start with the mineral based industry. There are several mineral based industries that I am going to explain. For example, the iron and steel industry, aluminium smelting industry, chemical industry, fertilizer industry, cement industry. Several industries are there that I have to explain you in the mineral based industries. So, students, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope all the concepts, all the points related to the topics that I just explained you are clear to everybody. I will meet you in the next video with mineral based industry. Till then, thank you so much, stay safe and do take very good care of yourselves. I will meet you in the next video. Thank you.